back at New Douglas Park for our second game in the Viaplay Cup, this time against Highland League side Brechin. There are less changes to the starting 11 than I kind of thought there would be. I thought Fergus Owens would come in, I thought Joe McGlynn would come in, but instead Winter and Murray do start after their impressive performances off the bench on Saturday. It's an unchanged backline, and McDonald comes into the midfield as well, which is a positive change because I thought McDonald has looked good in pre-season. I think he's a physical presence, and with him kind of sitting, it does let Martin press forward that he likes to do. So I did think there would be more changes to the starting 11 than there is, but it's still a strong enough team. It's still a side that, no disrespect again, as I said when we played Clyde, I think we should be beating them comfortably. You know, I'm looking at another 3 or 4 goals hopefully today. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but I'm looking for another comfortable win, and I expect us to get one as well. So let's hope for another 3 points. It does send us top of the table, of course, with Livy. They have a game in hand, but let's hope that we can get an important 3 points and obviously top this table as well. Loads of people walking by, so I'm going to go to my seat, but yeah, let's do it. Yeah! 20 minutes gone, and Kevin O'Hara gives Accies lead after a penalty. It's really good work to Dylan Tate on his left hand side, and then O'Hara is just taken out in the box. O'Hara is taken out in the box. It's a clear penalty, it's well taken, and it's Accies 1-0. That is half time, and it is Accies 1, Brechin 0, and it is through a Kevin O'Hara penalty. You'll have seen that. I think other than that, I think we've struggled to really kind of any clear-cut chances. We've struggled to get shots on target and break them down, but I think it will be the same story as was Saturday. I think their legs will start to tire, and I think we'll start to put more pressure and be a little bit more dominant in the second half. We've had the vast majority of the possession, as I said, but struggling to really break them down. A few good moments here for Conor Murray and Dylan Tate through the middle as well, but as I said, I think second half they'll start to tire, and then we'll start to dominate and put the pressure on a bit more and start getting more clear-cut chances, I think. Other than that, kind of what we expected. As I said, we're dominating the possession, we're getting the majority of the ball. They're not really threatening us at all. So kind of what we expected. We just need to start being more clinical with our chances, creating a wee bit more, being more clinical when they come, and obviously try to build this goal tally up a wee bit in the second half. But I think it's good showing first half. We'll see what we can do in the second. About 60 minutes gone, it's still 1-0 in really quiet second half. Again, struggling to break them down. One striker up top isn't helping. He's done a lot of running, but because he's having to drop deep, means we're lacking a man in the box when we do eventually get it wide. Smith and Jonas, Owen, not the subs I probably wouldn't make, but we'll see what happens. Still plenty to go in this game though, and Brechin have started to open it up a little bit more, but we've also been a little bit more open too, so we'll see what happens. So it is full time. It does end Accies 1, Brechin 0. I think, listen, 3 points and a clean sheet, that's the 2 positives from today. But other than that, the game was dire, let's be totally honest. The way I'm seeing it is, the way we're setting up against these teams who are going to have their backs to the wall, the way we're setting up, we've seen that we've struggled to break them down. Clyde, we got 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Their legs had really started to tire by that point. And then today, we won by a penalty, and it was a penalty, but we never really had any clear-cut chances outside of that. And I think a lot of that is the setup. I think for teams like that where they've got backs against the wall, we need 2 up top, because I like Kevin O'Hara, I genuinely do, and he works really hard, he's a runner, but if he's chasing the ball when he's dropping deep, nobody then is in the box to threaten. When the ball does go wide, nobody's there to get on the end of it. The centre-back pairing, again, I like Kildare, I like Longridge, but as a pairing at the back, I don't think worked. I think we did look a lot more secure once Fergus Owens come on. And Longridge was moved to left-back. But, again, I think for teams where we're backs against the wall, we're going to need to look at changing this setup. Whether it means going back to 3 centre halves and 2 wing backs, and that's where the width comes from, or we look at something different, but we're going to come up against that a lot this season, I think, in the league especially. And so we're going to need to look to change that. And I think if that, I'll miss Livingston on Saturday, but I think if that's how we set up on Saturday, I think Livy will run out quite comfortable winners, unfortunately. So that's the way I'm seeing it, and I think that's the way a lot of fans seen it, talking to them on the way out of the games. That seemed to be the general consensus, was it was a dire game, and you know, the way we're setting up isn't really setting any sparks alight. So like I said, I would expect a changed lineup on Saturday against Livy, a changed system, a different style, because I think we'll be the ones on the more defensive. But as I say, going into the league where we're going to come up against teams with backs to the wall, we're going to have to break them down. I don't think that is the system that is going to be most effective. So that's my thoughts on it. It's 3 points. It does mean we top the table as things stand. Of course, Livy have still to play. So as I said at the start, 3 points and clean sheets, the most, the 2 positives from today. But other than that, it was pretty dire, I'm sorry to say. But listen, look ahead now to Livy, obviously, Cove after that, then Cove again, and the league back-to-back. As I said, I'll miss Livy on Saturday, so there won't be a video there, unfortunately, but we'll be sure to keep the socials up to date. Thanks a lot for watching, as always. Again, thanks to those who came up and said hello at the games. We really appreciate it. If you see us, come and say hi, me or Brandon, or David, of course, come and say hi. We really appreciate it, and hope you guys enjoyed. Hit subscribe. We'll see you soon.